vibe real quick. Look. City eyes, it's time to Bogart. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation voltage and fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Offense taste sweet, told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how them crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Poker stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantula. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see profits under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Waldo. Sleep if they want, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Hate me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride with Yaradon, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my houses. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a
was never expected to grow. Just obstacle sat in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, save facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. and sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a
Back roll.
This shit gon' ride. Living in the
Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Waiting on this war been my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Living in this war been my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that God flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that black work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lighters in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. And Ken, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow
We talking about practice, not a game, not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we talking about practice.
Back row.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than one that is not me. It's beef, we strut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach him with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines, you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'm a go, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They ring got the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe. Connected from Cali to New York, niggas, so let it go. Made for this, nigga, I eat bars and drink flows. Thinking you woke into your third eye, peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy, it's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early, this bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game, these niggas lame, they bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same, you want the easy pass, tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire, you can't stand the rain, take an aim. Tell him runner, he can try his best. Drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the vet. Laugh at these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number 1 at everything I do, that's why I'm one west. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this, janitor with the mop stick. You gon' need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10 I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I switch. If I touch it, it's diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7" is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk, I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl, I'm talking about another gun. We here now? Hey look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas, we burn the crib now. I'm ahead now, and I hope they can hear now. I don't care if you think it's it, nigga, I don't fear clown. Silences make it sound like raindrop, that's a quiet storm. Get the job done in the view or get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walking this bitch ready for war, I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex, that's why I am armed. I shouldn't live in the crib, nigga, I should buy a farm to go through this shit so effortless. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let her fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be slow. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, UPK made me like this. Bada bing, I popped the least suspect. I start all my crowns, ring and necklace. Do what the men above had taught me. Hey, you say I play too hot, no coffee. I had to change my life like this, yeah. I'm taking life for what it is, yeah. Quit acting blind, you need some lenses. Abiding by the damn scriptures, hey. I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let her fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be slow. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, UPK made me like this. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. Quit the fuck, show me love, I need love. Don't wanna leave me, yeah. I'm mixing up my damn problems. I'm mixing out all of that violence. If you with me, we on that fly shit. To all these worldly bastards round us, I say, I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let her fiend for. If this
Hey, Shalom Israel, we in the building, man. Hey, let me add Alban in here.
Okay.
Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ. Up on the ends. Yeah, man. Obviously, Officer Karafi couldn't make it, but you know, we here. Hold on, give me 1 second. You're gonna have to bear with me. I'm not really internet savvy and all of those kind of things. Let me check the comments. Hey, Shalom to everyone in the comments. Hold on, let me just see who's in the comments. Shalom, Nakapaya. Kamala, Shalom. Aisha, Yi, Shalom. Sharapah, Shalom. Fashawa, Shalom. Who else is in here? Let me see who else is in here. Real Israelite. Obviously, you say Shalom. You say Shalom. Right. You ain't gonna get a Shalom out of us. What did he say? How is this of God with guns, rapping gangsters like people in the world? You know what? If I could, get me Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3. Let's just deal with this idiot real quick, man. Give me Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3. No, verse 1 actually. Give me Exodus chapter 15 and verse 1. Let me get a gangster song for you, man, that you probably don't even know is in the Bible.
Right. The book of Exodus chapter 15 and verse 1. Then sang Moses.
Then what?
Then sang Moses.
Listen, man, when you sing, it's a song. It says, then sang Moses. Let's see what Moses sang, man. Go ahead.
And the children of Israel this song unto the Lord, and spake, saying.
And they sang this song unto the Lord. Let's see which song they sang. Go ahead.
Right. I will sing unto the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea.
The horse and his what?
The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea.
Listen, man, they were singing back then, and they were singing about the death of their enemies, man. They were singing, the horse and his rider have he thrown into the sea, man. About real Israelite. Your name should be fake Israelite, man.
That's right.
You don't know the Bible. Talking about how is this of God with guns, rapping gangsters like people in the world. That's how you know this man's a coward, man. Listen, man.
Right.
You have to have weapons to be ready for war, man. Christ told his men do what? Sell your cloak and go buy some swords, man.
That's right.
That's what Christ said. Sell your cloak and go buy some swords. And listen, let me tell you this. The cloak that you have with fringes on the t-shirt, no one ain't buying your fringes on the t-shirt, man. I don't care how much. Listen, you could be selling that for 1 pence. No one's going to buy that bullshit with the fringes on the t-shirt, man.
Right.
Listen, man, real Israelite, you don't know the Bible, man. Now, if I could, welcome to Under Ends. Welcome to Under Ends, man. Officer Crawford couldn't make it today, you know. He had to take care of business. So everyone that wanted to see Crawford, so lucky. He won't be here today. You probably don't want to see me on Alban. You can log out now if you don't want to see me on Alban. So lucky, we're going to try for you today. We're going to try. But hey, Alban, what's been going on, man?
Man, I just be chilling. I've been chilling. If you listen to that, the new, it's Shah's new mixtape, the Passover Ready.
You know what? I listened to it. It's kind of hard, you know.
It's fire, man. I'm telling you.
Less than that in the car.
Shout out to Shah, man, South Carolina.
Listen, we need a rapper out of the UK, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
We need a rapper out of the UK, man.
What you saying, Dumbo? What you saying? We take the scene. Ariala's doing a little something. He's doing a little something, but
well, it is. I don't have that skill.
Right.
I wish I did, but I know my limits. There's tons of other stuff I can do, but when it comes to rapping, I try, but it's just not my skill.
You might have to leave it to Ariala, but if you need me in the chorus, I got that. Light work.
That's it. Listen, I need a ghostwriter. And I'm ready. If I could get a ghostwriter, I'll be there. Also, in the comments, man, any questions, type them in. We'll also answer your questions. You want to call in, feel free to call in, man. Whatever you want to do, you let us know, man. And I'm fake the real Israelite, you're gone quiet, man.
Right.
There's songs in the Bible, man. There's gangster songs in the Bible. But you wouldn't know because obviously you don't know the Bible, man.
That's right.
Let me see if I can get one of these stories. Bear with me. I'm not really internet savvy like that. Hold on. Bear with me. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Bear with me.
Unlike Redalia Allah.
Redalia Allah. Hey, Shalom, Lord and Christ, Redalia. All right, where do I want to start? Let's start with. Hold on. You can't see that? Hold on 1 second. I need to try and screen share it. Let me try. Bear with me 1 second. Shit, this internet shit is difficult. Oh, how Crafty makes this shit look easy. He said, I know the Bible. UPK don't just thugs.
Right.
He said, listen. Well, what makes us thugs? What laws do we break? I want to know what laws we break, man.
Right.
What makes us thugs and criminals? You show us one law that we break, man.
That's right.
Well, it is people hate the men of God, man. Imagine this we thugs and all of these things, but he can't show us one law that we broke. Hold on, let me try and share the screen. I think I need to share my entire screen.
Yeah, if you go and present and share screen, you can share specific tabs. If you
While it is I put the stories in the folder. So is there a way for me to share it from the folder?
If you open the file, you can share a window.
Hold on, I think wait, hold on. So now I think I can do it this way. Hold on. Wait a minute. I think wait a minute. Bear with me. All right, so if I all right, can you see that? Can you?
No, I said it was cancelled.
It was cancelled. All right, no sweat. Let me try it this way.
That might be me, my fault. I'll just look now. It's like if I could about this fake Israelite calling us thugs. He's only calling us thug because we show a bit of masculinity, a bit of aggression. You know, he wouldn't know nothing about that. So like if I could, you know,
go ahead,
he's just like that dumb sister in the Christian church. You know, everyone who shows a shred of masculinity or a shred of aggression is just a thug and a criminal. Meanwhile, his little effeminate backside can go keep wearing that fringes, and you know you can keep calling us thugs. But what again, as the other one said, what law do we break, man?
And they can't show us, man. They call us thugs and criminals. And what law do we break, man? Now, real Israelite, what fake Israelite group are you with? And I guarantee you, I can tell you which laws they broke, man.
Right.
Is my screen shared or?
Yeah, it's coming on now. I'm on sound correct.
Is it large on there or?
It's to what I can read it if you want me to read it.
Yeah. So now. This is what real Israelite does in his spare time. So lucky he puts on police costumes and now this picture right here, this picture's disgusting, man. This is teaching that little boy when you grow up be a police officer, man. And why did they put black people on there? Why? Because they want more black police officers. You think joining the police force is going to help black people and you're going to change the problem from inside? It doesn't work like that, man. You cannot fix the police force by joining the police force, man. That doesn't make no sense. You can't fix the police force by joining the police force. The police force was built on corruption, man. How are you going to join something built on corruption and trying to uncorrupt it, man? If you join the police force and you try and uncorrupt the police force, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get the sack. Right. You're going to get the sack, man. Listen, it's like you being it's like you caring about animal rights and you going to McDonald's and saying, yo, we should stop selling Big Macs and go plant-based. McDonald's is going to kick you out of there, man. McDonald's is going to say plant-based what? And kick you out of there, man.
That's right.
Why? Because you going against what they stand for. You being black, trying to join the police force to stop crime. It's not going to happen, man. How you stop crime is what? By black people stop being criminals, man. That's how you stop crime. By black people being criminals. And we separate ourselves from the oppressor and stay away from these police officers, man.
That's right.
Imagine they're teaching this little boy, when you grow up, be a police officer. This black man smiling. Listen, man, in here, our children ain't going to be police officers. Let me know if you want to chime in.
Khan, I was gonna say, so like if I could remember, I don't know if you remember the story, but in Memphis there was like five police officers that brutally, and they were all black. They brutally beat this young black man to death. And that's what happens when black people want to join the oppressor and join their institutions, try and change it from the inside. All that happens is the same thing you see. It's the same thing you see black people doing in wherever they go. They're just trying to please and oppress the impress their oppressor, man. So you end up having black cops being the worst, and the black cops being the most efficient with that baton and abusing their brothers even more than the slave master.
Right. And it's crazy, you know why? Because with the black cops, they feel like they have something to prove, man.
Right.
They feel like, you know what? To please these white folks that I work with, I have to go above and beyond.
Right.
Now, if the white man punches you, the black man has to stamp on your head so he can show the white man how much is down with him, man.
That's right.
He has to hit you with the baton. He has to taser you, man. Why? So he can show how much is down for white society.
Correct.
So he can show how much. Like, while it is black men that joined the police force, they don't join the police force to change it. They join the police force so they can show the white man, look, them niggas over there, I'm not like them. I'm a bit like you. I'm just born the wrong color. Please accept me. I'm just born the wrong color. But me and you have got a lot in common. I'm not like them. And that's why black police officers have a hatred for black people, man.
Right.
Black police officers have a hatred for black people. And then what do they do? Get other black people who have a hatred for black people, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the niggas in the police force is just niggas who hate niggas, man.
Right.
That's all it is. You'd think, you know what? Here's a black police officer, I might get a bit of mercy. You ain't gonna get no mercy, man. Why? Because he has to please his father, who is of, which is the devil, man.
That's right.
They end up being of their father, the devil. Why? Because they have the same mindset he has. They have the same work ethic he has. They want to do everything to please him, man. And pleasing him means they have to brutalize you, man.
God.
Pleasing him means they have to harm you. Pleasing him means they have to go through the black communities and get all these arrests. And then, to make it look good, West Midlands police post these articles, man, with little black boys, because they know that we don't like the police. They think we just say F the police for no reason. The reason black people say this is why, because you brutalize us, man.
That's right.
If you was doing your job, we would mind our business, man. I never heard a nigga say F the ambulance, F the fire service. I ever heard that in my life, man. Why? Because the fire service don't come and spray the holes on us for no reason, man. The ambulance service don't come and run us over for no reason, man.
Right.
But the police, when black people say fuck the police, it's justified, man. Because the police be harming us and beating us. And that's the only thing we can say. We can't pick up weapons and fight. That's the only thing we can say, man. Because you harass us, you abuse us, you beat us, and all we have is our voice. But when you're dealing with these police, Christ said, what? Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. If not, listen, an arrest can turn into you murder. You know how much black people's died in custody? How much black people's died in custody, and this black police officer has a smile on his face, man. Listen, we ain't got no smiles on our face. We ain't got no all British smiles. You know why? Because they're killing our brothers, man.
That's right.
Killing black people. If I could get one scripture,
Come on.
You got your apocrypha on you.
Come on, sir.
Most time, guys. I need First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 17.
First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 17. Come. First Maccabees 2 and verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city.
And now they said he's a ruler and an honorable man in the city. So now they're gassing him up with these words, and there's a reason why they're gassing him up with these words, man. There's a reason why they do this. When the white man sees great black men, he comes to them and he tries to offer them a deal. And we're going to see why he tries to offer a deal. Go ahead.
Khan. And strengthened with sons and brethren.
And strengthened with sons and brethren. Go ahead.
Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's
And now he said,
commandment.
come thou first, meaning what? You be the first black man to come and do the king's commandments, man.
Right.
He said, you be the first black man to come and do the king's commandments. Why? Because he knows if I get this powerful black man to come and do the king's commandments, guess what will happen? Every other black man will follow suit, man. Every other black man will do these things. So now they get these black police officers to come first, and then guess what that's to do? To get you to join the police force, man. To get you to be a sellout, to get you to abuse you people. That's why it said here, come at the first, because they're trying to get Math and Fires to be a sellout, man. And then that way they could get the whole nation to be a sellout. And that's why what the oppressor likes to do, he goes to a black man he sees as powerful. He goes to them influencers. If you do this, it's marketing. It's all marketing. If we get him to come, guess what's going to happen? Everybody else is going to come afterwards. And that's why it said, come at the first, meaning you be the first black man to come. And then after you, millions of black men will come. Black men that look up to Matthias, if he had came, they would have all went there, man. All our warriors, all of our warriors would have did what? Went and done the king's commandment. Go ahead.
Come on, and Salaki, if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
And you see this throughout you know, the society today, where they go to the black people that have influence. Like, for example, they went to what's his name, LeBron James, and in like adverts they'll put him in dresses. They'll do these little things, and like the big actors, you got, you know, Chris Tucker, that they'll always put in a black man in a dress. Why? Because we look up to that, and if we see them doing it, then we don't really see it as, it's like, okay, well, you know, LeBron James did it, and he's LeBron James, so it must be fine for me to do it. That's the same thing that the tactic they've always used, man.
And that's so true, man. Because they know if we can get LeBron James to do it, all them 5 million followers LeBron James has, at least 1 million of them will put on the dress too, man. Whereas if LeBron stands on something and says, I'm not going to do this, every other black man will say, I'm not going to do this, man.
Right.
It's like what they done with adverts, what they done with Cristiano Ronaldo. They put the 2 bottles of Coke in front of them. He moved them to the side. They lost £4 million that day, man. Which lets you know how powerful marketing and all of those things are. So this oppressor knows how to market, man. He will come to you, and then he will know, you know what, if I can get this man to fold, everybody else will fold. Go ahead.
Khan. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done.
Like as all the heathen have done. All the heathen have joined the police force, and now they want black men to come and join the police force.
Right.
And you ain't supposed to join the police force, man. You're better off going broke before you join the police force. You're better off going broke before joining the police force. Go ahead.
Khan. Yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. So shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends.
And he said, if you do these things, you're going to be in the number of the king's friends, meaning what? You're going to be a black man, but we're going to treat you good, man. You're going to be a good boy. We're going to take care of you, man. You're going to be in number of the king's friends. And that's what they do. They make you all these promises, and guess what happens? You're never going to be the king's friend, man. He will use you for as long as he can. And then when he can't use you no more, you're gone. Go ahead.
Khan. And thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards. And thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards.
And he says, you and your children shall be honored with many rewards. Meaning, imagine this. He wants you to sell out your whole race for silver and gold, man, and many rewards.
Right.
What we need to do is say, fuck your rewards. Excuse my friend.
That's
So lucky
right.
real Israelites going to say I'm swearing my head off and it's not righteous. And real Israelites going to say I'm swearing my head off and it's not righteous.
Right.
And I shouldn't speak like this. But listen, we're supposed to say, forget them rewards, man.
That's right.
We're meant to say, forget them rewards. We're meant to care more about our nation than rewards, man. We're meant to care more about our nation than silver and gold. Rewards don't mean nothing, man. Listen, currency don't mean nothing if you still ain't free as a people, man. Imagine all the currency in the world and you're still not free as a people. That don't mean nothing, man. Money don't mean nothing if you ain't free. I don't care if you got money. You have money, but you're still not free, man. And Kanye West learned that he had money and he wasn't free.
That's right.
He couldn't even claim to be a Jew. And that's the situation that they like to put black people in. Forget the money, because currency don't mean nothing if you ain't free, man. Just remember that. You'd rather be free with no currency. Imagine, you know, currency means nothing if you ain't free, because you get the currency from the white man.
Right.
This man right here is telling you, I'll give you silver and gold. How about I'm able to go and get my own silver and gold, man?
That's right.
How about I can get my silver and gold without you? How about I can get all my riches and my wealth without you giving it to me, man? That's how you know you're free. If this man's making promises to you, it shows that what? You ain't free, man. Go ahead.
And Slacky, if I could pull a precept on what you were saying.
Yeah, of course, go ahead.
It's in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Do what?
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Don't lay up treasures upon earth, man, because all of this stuff is going to rust and moths is going to get it, and it's going to mean nothing.
That's right.
All of this stuff means nothing, man. The treasures that you lay up upon earth, imagine you're going to sell out your nation for silver, and then when you're dead and gone, you need to stand before the throne of God. You need to stand before the throne of God and explain why you was a traitor to your race for silver and gold, man. This police officer is going to have to stand before the throne of God and explain this smile on his face while he's working for the why he was working for the police force, man. Don't lay up treasures on earth, man. Go ahead.
Khan. Where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Where thieves break through and steal, this man's going to give you silver and gold to sell at your race, and guess what? Silver and gold, thieves is going to break in and steal it, man.
That's right.
Listen, man, Judas sold out Christ for what? 30 pieces of silver. And then afterwards, he realized, damn, what have I done, man? Money don't mean nothing.
Right.
Listen, us black people been broke for so long. We used to living with no money, man.
That's right.
Listen, we've been surviving. We ain't been rich our whole life, and we just fine. We ain't been rich our whole life, and we just fine, man. We can wait for the riches of the Lord, which don't corrupt. Go ahead. Is there any more on that?
Come on, there's a bit more on that. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven.
Do what?
Lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven.
And what we're doing right here, we're serving the Lord, man. We're making our election show. We laying up for ourselves treasures in heaven, man. Listen, man. We laying up for ourselves in heaven, property, buildings, everything, man. A few white slaves to go with it, man. A few white slaves to go with the furniture. Listen, we're trying to lay up them treasures in heaven, man. Where we don't need to lift a finger, man. Listen, I need to get to that later on, but go ahead.
Khan. Where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
And thieves can't break in and steal those riches, man. The white man can't take them riches. Why? Because that's when we're going to be free, man. We're going to be free, and everything is going to be run correct. Whereas now, you go against the oppressor, they take your money. You go against them and make a comment, they take your money, man. Go ahead.
Come on, Khan. That's it on that. I'll get back in First Maccabees. First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 19. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice. Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him, and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers.
He said, though all the heathens, they obey the king and fall away from the beliefs of their fathers. Go ahead.
And give consent to his commandments. Yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers.
And that's what we're doing here. We walk in the covenant of our fathers, man. We walk in the covenant of our fathers. We ain't joining no heathen. We ain't doing nothing with them. We ain't coming to worship no king. We ain't celebrating what they celebrate. Why? Because we walk in the commandments of our fathers, man. We ain't joining no police force because we know the police force is corrupt and it's a hate group against black people, man. Right. People be saying that we a hate group. The police is a hate group, man. How much people have we killed? 0. How much people have the police killed? Thousands, man.
Right.
The police is a hate group. Imagine this. The police pull you over as a black man. And as a black man and the police pull you over, you have to become a negotiator, man. Negotiating for your life. Imagine they pull you over because you're speeding. And this turns into you negotiating with the police for your life, man. You have to speak to them like the children. Like, my hands are here. I'm going to put my hands in the air. Can I reach for my driving license? My hands are here. I'm going to do it slowly. You have to negotiate for your life, man, and speak to them like the children. Why? Because these police is bloodthirsty.
That's right.
People call us a hate group. The police is a real hate group, man. Go ahead.
Khan. God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances.
Says, God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances, man. We have ordinances. We have stuff that we're supposed to do and follow. And we ain't going to forsake that for this garbage they're trying to give us, man.
Right.
For us trying to sit down and smile like this police officer, arms folded, like he's done something great. What you've done is brainwash this kid, and now he's probably going to join the police force when he's older. And he's going to join the police force and oppress more black people. Go ahead.
Khan. We will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion.
We ain't going to listen to no white man to go from our beliefs, man. Right. We ain't going to listen to you trying to get us to join Christianity and Islam and all of this next garbage. Go ahead.
Khan. Either on the the right hand or the left.
We ain't going left nor right, man. We staying on that straight path. Go ahead.
Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all.
Listen, man. Now, this would be that little boy coming, man. This would be that police officer coming. After Matthias just dropped it heavy that we ain't going to join the white man. We ain't going to follow his laws. What happens? A black Uncle Tom, probably real Israelite, comes and just disregards everything that was said to come and do some nonsense. This is real Israelite on the way. This is him in his past life. Salakia, go ahead. This is real Israelite in his past life. Go ahead.
Right. There came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was at Modin, according to the king's commandment. Which thing, when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal.
And he was inflamed with zeal, man. That shit pissed him all the way off. He was inflamed with zeal, like, yo, is he taking the piss? Because he stood for the Lord. So when you stand for the Lord, when people do things against the Lord, it riles you up and gets you mad. That's how Matthias was feeling. Go ahead.
Khan. And his reins trembled.
And his reins trembled, like, you know, on the horse. He was holding the horse. The reins trembled. Go ahead.
Khan. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar.
He did what?
He ran and slew him upon the altar. He ran and
slew him, man. He ran and slew him. Why? Because he feared the Lord and wanted to serve the Lord, and this man did it, man. And real Israelite, this would be you coming, man. But don't worry, we're not going to run and slew you. You know why? Because you've got time to repent, man.
Right.
Now, the Apocrypha was before you had a chance to repent, man. So them men were killing left, right, and center. That was you in your past life, real Israelite. I pray you get it right in this life and change your life before my reins tremble.
Right.
I'm gonna be inflamed with zeal.
That's right.
I pray you get it right before I be inflamed with zeal. So lucky, go ahead.
And also the king's commissioner, who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time.
And he killed him also. With that, we can drop that. That was the point I wanted. And hold on, let me stop sharing this. And Beres Ford said, do you brothers read the book of Enoch, Joshua, or Jubilees? We don't read those books. The reason we don't read those books is why? Because those ain't authentic.
Right.
Now, the book of Enoch that you have today, that's not the book of Enoch spoken of in the Bible. The book of Joshua that you have today, that's not the book of Joshua spoken about in the Bible. The book of Joshua it tells you that it's not authentic. The book of Enoch, it tells you that it's not authentic. The book of Enoch talks about all these giants, which is 22 feet, which is the size of 5 double-decker buses. That's not realistic, man. The book of Enoch's false. Now, the book of Joshua is false. The book of Joshua says what? It says Esau killed Nimrod. Esau and Nimrod lived generations apart, man.
Right.
Esau and Nimrod would live generations apart. So that's how you know the book of Enoch the book of Joshua is not authentic. The book of Joshua talks about half human, half horse. It's not authentic, man.
Right.
The book of Joshua says what? Adam's sons and Adam's. It says that Adam's sons and daughters married each other. The Bible don't say that, man.
Right.
The book of Joshua is not authentic. The book of Enoch that you have today is not authentic. The book of Jubilees you have is not authentic. Those contradict the Bible, man. Those contradict the Bible. So I would stay away from them books. All of them books is not biblical. Them books is fake, man. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, go ahead, Alban. You can chime in if you want. Go ahead.
I don't really have much to say on that. I see. Fake Israelite. What call fake Israelite, man? This talk about repent don't mean join UPK. It means follow Christ and read Bible.
It means follow Christ and read the Bible. Listen, real Israelite Christians claim to do that.
That's right.
Christians read the Bible and they don't understand it, man. You need a teacher, man. You need a teacher, because obviously you're unlearned, man.
Right.
Repent don't mean join UPK. It means follow Christ and read the Bible. And listen, you dummy. Repent don't mean that. Repent means to change.
That's
what
right.
repent means. Repent means to change, man. Obviously, you don't know the Bible. You don't understand the Bible. So I'm here to teach you, man. Don't worry. You're gonna learn today. So lucky. Let me see if I can find another story. I'm telling you, I don't know how Crawford does this laptop thing, because this is difficult. I'm telling you. The
sister said deep down he wants to come to the school.
Yeah, he definitely wants to come to the school. I'm telling you, listen, real Israelite, you come to the school, we'll get you straight.
Right.
Don't worry, man. We'll get you straight one day. All right, let me see if I can screen share this one. Hold on. This is difficult, you know.
It should just be if you go present, share screen. If you have it open, you can share the window.
You see what it is? It's more. I think it's more the laptop. I'm pressing the button in the wrong place. And hold on, window. Hold on. Yeah, I think. Wait a minute. All right, let me. Have I worked it out yet?
So like if I could. It's always these brothers on. They got the Twitter fingers on the YouTube or on social media, always watching our videos. Really, they just want to join the school. Really, they need our breakdowns. They don't know anything. They're unlearned.
Right.
They need to watch the UPK to just get some knowledge. But they're just rebellious and they're effeminate, emotional, so they cry out. But really, they just want the truth.
Right.
Really
For real. Listen, that's all it is.
Because if we didn't have the truth as they said, why are they wasting their time watching our videos, man? Why are they wasting our time trying to glean something from us? Like go listen to whatever fake Israelite camp you're in, man. Go make your own videos if you're an individualite, man.
Right.
And yeah, they stay on our thing. So like yeah.
They be onto us, man. They love us, man. Oh, hold on. What have I done now? All right, let me see if I can. I'm telling you, this laptop stuff is doing my head in. Oh, let me see if I can share. Oh, here it is. I don't know how I got it, but can you see this on the screen?
Yeah, it's loading up now. I wonder if I could. It might be if you're able to send me the files, I could open them for you. If it's easy that way.
You should have sent. You want me to send you them on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. So lucky for the technical difficulties. Nowhere in the scriptures does it say a priest needs to know how to work the internet. So lucky.
Right.
Listen, I know the breakdowns. I just don't know how to work the internet.
God.
That's it.
The technological version of being rude in speech.
That's it. Listen, I'm just used to camp on this street. All this internet stuff is new to me. So lucky.
I may not be tech savvy. But I may not be knowledgeable in tech. I'm knowledgeable in the Bible, man.
That's it. I'm learning. Forgive me. Let me see if these send. So now, look at this right here. This is Dami. I believe is what is he? Nigerian.
Khan, right. I didn't even recognize him. Right.
Is Nigerian and he's taking the piss, man. Look at this.
Right.
He said, "Guys, I think I'm gonna let I'm gonna let the Caribbean in me out now." Listen, man. Why do people diss black people every chance they get?
Khan.
He said he's gonna let the Caribbean in him out, man. Listen. So what? Caribbean culture is what? Just putting on fake dreads. Caribbean culture is what? Just dreadlocks. Listen, man. The crazy thing is, most people in the Caribbean don't even have dreads, man. That was just a small Rastafarian community. That was a small Rastafarian community, man. Oh, so lucky! I just seen a comment in the. I seen a comment that makes me sick. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou was a stranger in his land. Okay, Barry said, and what does that mean? What? Why does it say thou shalt not abhor an Edomite? Hold on, let me get you. What does abhor mean as well? Abhor means to do harm unjustly, man.
Right.
That's what abhor means, man. It says we can't harm people unjustly. Now, why does it say that? Because if you know, hold on, let me get the precept. Get me, Slakira Alban, get me Numbers chapter 20 and verse 21. I believe that might be the right one. So now let me get you the now, Barris, let me get you the precept as to why it said that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 21. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border.
And now, because they refused to give us passage through their border, and then actually read on it, we'll get to it.
Khan. Wherefore Israel turned away from him. And the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, journeyed from Kadesh and came unto Mount Hor. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in Mount Hor by the coast of the land of Edom, saying, Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, for he shall not enter into the land which I have given.
Jump down to the part where Esau started to kill them.
Khan. Let's see. I think it's a bit higher. It might be verse 18.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Edom said unto him, Thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword.
And Esau, we just wanted to go through their land, man. Imagine you're walking through the wilderness, you're thirsty, you're hungry, and all you're trying to do is get by, man. And we asked them, can we pass through their land? Because it's easier. To go through lands is easier than going all the way around the outskirts. They wouldn't let us pass through their land. Go ahead.
And the children of Israel said unto him, We will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it.
And now we even said, even if we drink of your water, we will pay for it, man. We just wanted to go through their land. We said, if our cattle drinks of your water, we will give you the money back. Go ahead.
I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet.
He said, I will go through on my feet. All they wanted to do was pass through. Go ahead.
Khan. And he said, Thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand.
And Edom did what?
And Edom came out against him with much people.
And Edom came out against him with much people. Go ahead.
And with a strong hand.
And with a strong hand, they came out against us to attack us, man. Go ahead.
Khan. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border. Wherefore Israel turned away from him. And the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, journeyed from Kadesh and came unto Mount Hor.
And now if you read and it says they was killing us, was killing the old, and that's why in the book of Deuteronomy it says don't abhor an Edomite, meaning what? Don't do harm to him unjustly. And listen, Beresford, you're using a modern dictionary for an old word. using a modern dictionary for an old word. And listen, being as you know so much, if abhor and hate means the same thing, if abhor and hate means the same thing, Ra'aban, get me Psalms chapter 119 and verse 163.
Can't.
Let's see if hate and abhor mean the same thing.
Right.
And you know what? Another thing, Beresford is such a bitch. Beresford is, let me tell you why Beresford is such a bitch. When has he ever told the white man to stop abhorring us, man?
Right.
When have you ever told the white man to stop killing us? When have you ever told us the white man stop killing us? Imagine this. He's never told them stop killing us, but he's telling us this like we harm white people. We don't harm white people, man.
That's right.
We don't harm white people. They harm us. Beresford, when have you ever told them to stop harming us? When have you ever gone to them and said stop killing Israelites? When have you ever done this? You've never done this, man, Beresford, because you're a bitch, man. And you don't know the Bible, man.
That's right.
So lucky they got me started. Usually Karafi keeps me, says just leave them alone.
Hey, can't.
Give me just this last precept and let me leave them alone.
Can't. Book of Psalms 119 and verse 163. I hate and abhor.
I what?
I hate and abhor.
If hate and abhor means the same thing, dummy, why does it say hate and abhor? Lets you know the words have two different meanings. Abhor means for us to do harm to someone unjustly, and we don't harm people unjustly, man.
That's right.
So you go tell the white man stop abhorring us, man. Why didn't you tell them stop abhorring us during slavery?
Right.
Why didn't you tell them stop abhorring us when they kill us in the streets, man? Why didn't you tell them stop abhorring us when they put us on slave ships, man? Why didn't you tell them that? Because you love white people, man. And you hate black people. How are you telling us? How are you telling us this? Meanwhile, we ain't killed no one and they're killing us. So lucky we don't gone way off topic. Where was we?
So lucky we were on Dami trying to show you his Caribbean, let Caribbean out in him. So
lucky we was on Dami with the dreads.
Right.
I don't even know what to say, man. Dami was a Love Island contestant.
Right.
Was a black man from Ireland. I swear his tongue pierced and all of that. His tongue pierced.
Yeah.
He had all of that. And now he's trying to say he's in a Caribbean. Listen, man. He's taking the piss, man. What he's doing is mocking. So this is out of everything Caribbean, or you can find his dreadlocks. The thing is this, man. This ain't black culture. It's East Indian culture, man.
That's right.
Dreadlocks is East Indian culture. And what you will have is, there's a man called Leonard Howell. He was fascinated with East Indians, man. So fascinated with them. He married an East Indian woman. And then they adopted all the East Indian culture, the customs. They adopted the smoking of the weed in a ram's horn. They adopted to screaming Jah. They adopted the banging of the drums. All the things that you see Rastas do is what East Indians did, man. And this is why Rasta men look like East Indians. They wear the same turban, the whole lot, man. That's why they copy East Indian culture. And damn is just mocking black people, man.
Right.
This nasty Africans mocking black people, man. Listen, he's saying, guys, I think I'm going to let the Caribbean in me out. There's no Caribbean in you, man.
That's right.
Let the Caribbean in you out. There's no Caribbean in you, man. This is the thing, man. We need to separate ourselves from all these nations that think they're us.
Right.
Separate ourselves from them because all these nations think they're us and they're not us, man. And now you're going to give them a pass. Slacker, you can say something.
I was going to say, Slacker, if I could. You know, they didn't want to be Caribbean when we were under the British in slavery. You know, he didn't want to let out the Caribbean in him then. But now all of a sudden, you know, Jamaicans, you know, we're popular. We got the vibe. We're the salt of the earth. So, you know, he wants to copy what we do. Even what we're doing is copying the East Indians. But now he wants to, you know, put the Jamaican flag and claim he's going to let the Caribbean out in him.
Exactly.
He had nothing to do with the Caribbean when we were in slavery.
Right.
And so like
these Africans say save us, Lucky, go ahead.
And you know, if he gets pulled over by the cops or something like that, he is African. He is from Nigeria. He ain't one of us. All of a sudden, He's got his little gown on or whatever they wear, man. The
Right.
kufi and that.
Right.
Salakia.
These Africans ain't black, man. I swear these Africans ain't black.
Right.
Get me? Listen, they're African, man. They ain't black.
Right.
Them Africans ain't black, man. Hold on. What did real Israelites say? How the Israelites too? How much the East, not West? So listen, if all the West Africans are Israelites, when we ran into West Africa, that would mean there was nobody else there. There was people there, man. When we ran there was people there. Them Ghanaians and Nigerians, they know they're not Israelites, man. So you mean to tell me everyone in West Africa is an Israelite? Everyone. Listen,
Right.
man. That's some garbage. Them Africans ain't Israelites, man. That's why they sold you black ass from there, man.
That's
You're
right.
Israelite. I ain't even sure you're Israelites. So lucky you're probably from West Africa somewhere, man.
Right.
And that's probably why you don't understand what we're saying, because you're not of our people.
God.
This is probably you in the picture with the dreads. This is you trying to
Right.
fake like you're Caribbean, man.
Look at this. Berry seed. What's he saying?
What is he?
Oh gosh.
I think we got I think we got all the trolls today, you know.
That's what I've said.
What I say, but I have respect for your stage of learning. At the stage you are, your life, you're a baby in the truth. Okay, Barris.
Right.
Barris, where can I find your classes at?
God.
That's what I want to know.
Right.
Where can I find your classes at, man? That's what I want to know. Where can I find your Friday night radio show at, man?
Right.
Barris, where can I find it? Just give me the link. Put the link in the chat. GOC's. This nigga said GOCC UK. He said GOCC UK. Hold on, don't GOCC have an Edomite in their camp that they taught to rapper Mitri? They got they got a white man in their camp and they taught him to rapper Mitri, man. GOCC is fake Israelites with your
That's
leader
right.
Rakashia singing like a bitch. So lucky, excuse my French. Have you heard him?
Nah.
You know what? Let me go on YouTube and show you their gay leader. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
What they call him, Rokar or something.
Let me see.
I seen the first video that pops up. GOCC leader Rokar, sexual predator.
Damn, it might be true. Hold on. Let me
Okay.
let's find this singing video.
Right.
Of Israel, I heard the sound. Please give me the strength to stand today.
Them niggas is homosexuals, man. Hold on, let me go through. Hold on.
Like if I could, that nigga sound just
Look
like
at the
Boys to Men.
movements. Them niggas is gay.
Right. He sound just like Boys to Men, bro. I thought this was end of the road.
It wanted to be a singer, but it failed, so he set up the GOCC UK.
Right.
So he can sing gospel like they do in church.
That's right.
This is a choir right there, man. Look. Let's play some more of this nonsense. This don't want to play. Hold
If you
on.
press the spacebar, it should play.
Oh, is that how it works?
I'm begging, please. Please don't let
You
me
on the left or the one on the right?
Hold
forget me.
on, let me fast
I
forward.
must stand my life for when I choose alone. One day you're gonna look for me and I'll be gone home.
Listen, you telling me they don't do that same thing in the Christian church?
That's right.
Listen, they do that same. They do that same thing in the Christian church. This nigga singing, "Take me back home." Listen, I'm telling you, them niggas is gay. So lucky.
Right. It's lucky if I could.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No wonder they were calling us thugs in the beginning, man. This is their men.
That's it,
That's
right?
their example of masculinity right there.
They've never seen real men of God.
Right.
Listen, David and Solomon, them songs they were singing were hardcore, man.
That's right.
They weren't singing this gay stuff and whining on stage and all of this. Look at the mannerism. Look. Do you see that? Do you see how he bent his back and then you see how he done the hair pose? Let's go back.
Right.
This little flick the hair pose. Only women do this. Let's watch that again. It's coming up. It's coming up. The nigga flicked his hair like a bitch. It's like, excuse me. Let's play that one more time.
Now be gone home, yeah. Israel is calling us.
Listen, that's gay as hell. He broke his back. He broke his back. So okay, let me get one preset. Get me get me that preset. Give me that preset when Christ said he's an austere man.
Austere. Come on.
Let's see if they have the spirit of Christ, man. This nigga broke his back and he's singing and dumb. Listen, man. Listen, we're not recruiting, man. A real Israelite. And what's the other brother's name?
Barris Ford.
Barris, we're not recruiting, man. So luck ya. You stay there, man.
Where
are they? They gone quiet. Where are they?
I don't know, man. So it's in Luke 19.
Yeah, they're gone quiet. After this, I'm done with them.
Right. Book of Luke, chapter 19 and verse 21. And for I feared thee, because thou art an austere man.
What?
For I feared thee.
Listen, don't nobody fear a Kashia, man, because he sings
That's
like
right.
a bitch, man. And he breaks his back.
Right.
Listen, man. Don't nobody fear that. Don't nobody fear that, man. Go ahead.
Come on. Because I feared thee.
Read that part one more time.
Come on. For I feared thee, because thou art an austere man.
I feared thee, because thou art an austere man. Let me get the next one. What next stories we got there?
We got, let's see, the one about Akraf Hakimi, his wife filing for divorce.
Yeah, get that. Yeah, let's get that one.
Come on, sir. Let me get the.
Listen, Hakimi played it right, man.
Right.
What he done was very. It was very skilled. What he done was very skilled, man. Here it says, footballer Akraf Hakimi's wife filed for divorce and demanded half of his property. She was, however, informed by court that her millionaire husband owns nothing, as all his property is registered under his mother's names. Listen, man. Hakimi, right. He knew he was married to a gold digger, man.
Right.
He knew he was married to a gold digger, so what did he do? Put all his assets in the name of a woman he can trust, man.
Right.
And he knows, all right, then I can trust. He knows I can trust my mother, and he put all his assets in there. And this woman here got nothing, man. She filed for divorce and she wanted half his money. She ain't gonna get a penny, man, and she don't deserve a penny. You brought nothing to this table, and you're trying to leave with half the table. You ain't leave. You deserve to leave with nothing, man.
That's right.
You came with nothing to the table, married a rich man, and thought you was gonna leave with half. Nah, man. Listen, you ain't leaving with nothing, man. You're leaving the same way you came, with your long hands, man. You came with your long hands, thinking I'm gonna marry this man and get rid of him. Listen, man. You ain't getting nothing. She ain't getting nothing, man. And it's right. Because why? The divorce is wrong, man. She should just stay with him. You want his money, how about you stay with him? You want to live a life of luxury, how about you stay with him? Now, what you want to do is live a life of luxury off of his money. How does that make sense? Aisha said the joke is a rich. She's got money without him anyway. She won't be on the streets. And she did this because he cheated on her. And this is why. if women understood a man could have multiple wives, this problem would be solved, man.
That's
The
right.
thing is this: she's getting with a rich footballer, and it's common sense that footballers is going to have other women.
Right.
It's just a known fact. It's a known fact that footballers is going to have other women. The difference is what these footballers do is they don't keep all the women. They have flings and one night stands, and then go back to their wife. And she wants this man all to herself. And him being a man knows he desires more than one woman.
Right.
He knows he desires more than one woman. And obviously, he clearly loves his wife, so he doesn't want her to know what he's out doing. And she finds out. And why? Who he should blame for this is what? The Roman Catholic Church, man.
That's right.
That's who he should blame. Why? Because all cultures and civilizations understood that a man could have more than one wife. They understood it until the white man came and conquered the whole earth and said, one man to one woman. And now, this is the mess that we all in. That when a brother does have more than one wife, this world looks at him like he's weird. This world looks at the woman like, oh, you're settling for less. How have you got a man and you know he's got another woman? The thing is, these same women that say these things, half of them don't even have a man.
Right.
Half of them probably have a man that has sex with them and it's never more than that. Whereas in here, if a man has more than one wife, he takes care of them, man.
Right.
Loves them all. Whereas the way men do it in the world is you will just be the girl on the side that he just has sex with once every couple of months. And he couldn't care about you one bit.
And what you said so heavy, where you know these jealous, really it's just jealous because a woman that will stand by her man even if he has another wife, she still has a man. Right. So really they're just jealous that she actually has a man that wants to stick by him even if he's dealing with another woman. So they'll throw everything down because they can't keep him on. They've been trying all these years, slept with however many men as who was it? Karathi brought out yesterday. They've tried an older man, tried a younger man, tried another race, tried another nation. They've tried everything, and they still can't get a man to stay with them, man.
Right.
They want to hit on the sister that has.
And it's crazy. Those be the ones that are always telling women, leave you, man.
Right.
Those bitter, single, lonely ones is always the ones telling men, leave you, man. Leave you, man.
That's right.
Listen, man. You stay with your man. You build with your man. You stay with. Give me Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 1 if I could.
Can't. Book of Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Every what?
Every wise woman buildeth her house.
So every wise woman builds her house, man. You fix your house up. You build your man, the family, the kids. You build, man. You don't take bricks out of that house. If you take bricks out of that house, what's going to happen? It's going to collapse and fall down. What you need to do is add bricks to that house and build it, man. There's problems in that house, you fix them problems. There's issues in your relationship, you fix them problems, man. Don't be a quitter and just walk out of the relationship. Don't be a quitter and walk out of the relationship, man. According to the Bible, there's no such... A man can't cheat, man. A man has more than one wife. Now, if you have a woman and she cheats on you, it's time to give her them walking papers, man.
Right.
It's time to give her them walking papers. You know why? Because you might forgive her today, but guess what's going to happen? Eventually, it's going to play with your mind like, yo, she had sex with this next man. She done this. Where was I when she was doing this? What was I doing when she was doing this? And it's going to play with your mind, man. Right. And she's done it what before? She's going to do it again, man. What you do is you let her go, never touch her again, and you go get you a new woman that will never cheat on you, man. Right. You go get you a woman that builds her house, man, not one that destroys it. Read on.
Can't. But the foolish.
But the what?
But the foolish.
And so much women have become foolish, man. Go ahead.
That's right. Plucketh it down with her hands.
And they destroy it with their hands. This woman's destroying her house, man. She's destroying her house and she's bitter and she's upset and she wants to hurt this man.
Right.
She's thinking, well, he hurt me and I'm going to hurt him. Mm-hmm. And all she's doing is being vindictive, man. She's being vindictive and trying to hurt him. Go ahead. You chime in whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so you see this sort of thing all the time where you know, these sisters will get with they'll get with a successful man, knowing that he's gonna have more than one woman.
Right.
And then they want to throw a whole hissy fit like they're surprised, like it's something new that men desire more than one woman. And really, she was just trying to trap the brother. Really, she's just biding the time, waiting so we could quote unquote slip up, and then she wants to take half his money. But luckily, this brother was smart, man. Luckily, he knew what he was getting himself into.
And he knew she's a money hungry woman, so he said, you know what? I'm gonna move all my money into my mom's account. Did you see real Israelites comment? He goes laughing and mocking from other camps. Hold on, so when these are saying things to us, how come it's okay?
Right.
We didn't start at nobody. We was minding our business. We was minding our business, coming to do the show. And now, once you give them a taste of their own medicine, now God's watching, they can't take it.
God.
The thing is this. These like think we ain't got no lyrics, man. Listen, we got lyrics, man.
That's
try
right.
Argue with us. You're not gonna win, man. You ain't gonna win. Is there anyone that you want to jump to the next one?
We'll jump to the next one. I was gonna say, we got lyrics. We ain't got lyrics like Raw Car. You ain't got lyrics like GSC. We got hardcore lyrics.
We can't head back and break our back.
We ain't whipping our head back. We set our neck firm, man. We got hard lyrics, man. They can't. It's like they can't compare.
We're too masculine for that, man.
Right.
Listen, we're too masculine for that. This nigga bent himself up like a boneless fillet, man. Bent himself up like a KFC boneless fillet, man.
This nigga hit the Willow Smith and whipped his hair back.
And they're trying to say that's what we should follow.
Right.
He twisted and bent himself up, man. We ain't following a man like that.
That's right.
So lucky we're gonna follow Men of War, Commanding General Yohana, man. That's what we're gonna follow. A man who would never flick his hair back. A man said play the track.
All right, we'll move on to the next video.
Very Ford. How about you go buy a hi-fi and you go play the track in the comfort of your own home? We don't want to play that garbage.
Right.
How about you go play it in the comfort of your own home with your wife or you probably got a man for all I know. How about you go play that with your boyfriend? We don't want to play that little weak garbage track. So lucky, go ahead.
All right, this is a video about the UK police. It's like you can hear it.
Yeah, I kind of can hear it.
I have traveled through so many
Nah. Come on, commandeer the bicycle. Ain't no way. Nah, Slacky, I got it. Slacky, can I run that back?
Yeah, of course, go ahead.
Slacky, what in the hell? So man's running with the bottle of him. She can't even get on the bike, bro.
Don't know why, don't know where, don't care less, it's all the same. How can I protect you in this crazy world?
Oh my days.
Listen, man. So a man stole a bottle of Hennessy, and the police were chasing him, and they took people's bikes to chase the man for a bottle of Hennessy. Listen, man. Honestly, just let him get away with the bottle of Hennessy. Just let him go with the bottle of Hennessy, man.
Right.
Imagine this: they took people's bikes for a bottle of Hennessy. A bottle of Hennessy. It must be a black man, right?
Right. I guess.
Niggas
at this point, it could be anything.
Yeah. Niggas
and so like if I could, it's kind of by design that the police are this incompetent that they're not even fit enough to just chase someone down that stole a bottle of Hennessy. Like the police, it's like the police and the army. The police should be like as fit as the army, but they protect the citizens like on day-to-day basis.
Right.
But they're so unfit, they can't even chase a man down. You always see them eating donuts. They're always overweight. They can't run for nothing, can't chase nobody down, can't jump over no fence. And so that's why they need to draw for that. They need to draw for the taser, or they need to draw for the gun. It's by design that it's like that, where because you're black and because black people are typically just more fit than the oppressor. that they need to resort to alternative methods to what's the word, to detain us or to hold us down. They need to, you know, reach in their belt and mistake their taser for a gun. It's ridiculous, man.
And that's true. So imagine this: they're chasing him down for a bottle of Hennessy. You mean out of all of them, they can't catch him? Like I remember back in the days, the police could run, man.
That's right.
Nowadays, the police force is just taking on anybody. The police force is taking on. It's like you play the video one more time. Look how she couldn't even get on the bike.
That's what I'm saying. That was funny. It looked like she had a real bike.
Look how slow she's running. Like, look at her. She can't even run. Go back to the beginning.
Go back to the beginning.
Yeah, look at the lady. That one. Look at her. Look. See, imagine they're taking people's bikes off them, man.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Don't know why, don't know where, don't care less, it's all the same.
Yeah, so the man was cycling, they stole a bottle of Henny, and so they commandeered people's bicycles to go chase them. But that is ridiculous.
So they took people's bicycles. If police ask me to use my bike, I'll say it's my bike, man.
Right.
You come to work equipped, man. Don't be trying to use my equipment. My bike is my bike. You're meant to come to work equipped. How about you have your own bike, man?
Right.
They're supposed to have their own bike, but what they've done is taking people's bikes, chasing a man for a 25-pound bottle of Hennessy. This is what you do to save yourself the embarrassment and being on video like this. Just let the man get away with the bottle of Hennessy.
Right.
Just let him go with the bottle of Hennessy. And then guess what you do? Arrest him next time. He's like, play it one more time. Just look how stupid it looks, man. This is who you put your trust in, man. This is the people that's meant to keep this country safe and keep the world safe. This is the same people that's killing us, man. These people right here, these donuts right here, Salakia.
And Salaki, if I could, going back to like the first article you shared where they were trying to encourage black people to join the police. This is the shamble. This is the incompetence that they want us to join in.
Right.
Meanwhile, what we should do is we should police ourselves, man.
Right.
We should police ourselves with the law, statutes, commandments on the commanding Jenny Hannah. That's what we do. We don't need these incompetent fools to police us, man. Right. We don't need them to tase us or to try to chase us down or to steal people's bike to chase us down, man. We police ourselves. We solve our problems ourselves, man. We need to join the police force.
And we ain't going to be chasing a man for a bottle of Hennessy, man.
Right.
There's a lot going on in the world, man. There's all these immigrants storming the UK, man. How about you stop them from coming in the country? You're worrying about a bottle of Hennessy. How about you speak to Boris Johnson and ask him why did he give Ukraine $1 billion in aid and weapons, man? Why are they allowing immigrants to come here, man? And they're worrying about a 25-pound bottle of Hennessy. Listen, man, their priorities is all messed up.
That's right.
These police is weird as hell, man. Their priorities is messed up, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Come on. Every time I see this little short one.
What I want to know is, did they catch him or did he just drop the bottle? I doubt they caught him.
Nah, I ain't catch him, man.
I don't think they caught him.
Right.
There's the bottle of Hennessy. It looks half empty as well. Is it half empty?
God. He probably had time to drink while he was cycling.
That's it. He had time to drink that. Listen, that's how slow the police are. This man had time to ride the bike, no-handed, and drink the Hennessy, man. He rid that bike, no-handed, drinking the Hennessy. So lucky. That's how you know these police is out of shape and unfit and terrible at the job. But now, to get a police job now, it's so easy. Before, obviously, you had to do all these tests. You had to make sure you was capable. Nowadays, all you have to do is basically not have a criminal record and sign up, man. And then go and ruin people's lives. You have to be willing to ruin people's lives. That's what police mainly do, ruin people's lives. To put the handcuffs on too tight. I mean, people surprised why people run from the police. They put the handcuffs on your bones. You tell them it's too tight. They tighten it even more. They put you in the cell. Listen, man. The police are a horrible set of people. What else we got?
We've got, let me see, a video, the Tory MP.
We probably hold that one. What else we got?
Calm. We got TSB, let's talk. What's the most important question?
Yeah, give me that one.
I swear. TSB, the Shade Borough. What's the most important question to ask on a first date?
So now this says, what is the most important question to ask on a first date? Listen, you like hit the comments, man. Hit the comments, man. What's the most important question to ask on a first date, man? What's the most important question to ask on a first date? First thing I'll be asking these women is, you're not a part of that gay GOCC camp, right? That's the first thing I'll be asking. That's the first question I'll be asking.
Right.
When she says yes, I'm up and leave the table.
God.
Listen, she's gonna be paying for her own bill. I'm gonna
Right.
say, listen, I'm gonna be the new Hakimi. My money's in my mom's account, so lucky. I'm gonna say my money's in my mom's account. I can't afford this date, so lucky. But you like hit the comments and let me know what's the first question to ask on the first date.
Right. And Salaki, if I could, I know we're leaving these people alone, but Salaki, I just had just this comment. Look at the sass, just the feminine energy radiating off this comment, man.
Right,
Talking about, oh, I like to watch your lessons for entertainment, your jokes. Look at the sass, the passive aggressiveness. Man.
Entertainment. Listen, they love it really, man.
Right.
They love it. I'm telling you. The thing is, I've seen people like this before. Really, they love what we do, and they're not man enough to, they're not man enough to be here. But don't worry, man. We like I said, we'll get you straight, man. We'll get you straight. I remember saying, I brought drinks. My husband brought food.
Okay. So is that like? I think he's talking about like, I don't even know. It's a question. Like splitting the bill.
Oh, but listen, Alban, what's the most important question you're gonna ask on the first date?
You gotta ask her if she has a man. You gotta ask her what's her
listen, you gotta ask that before you get to the date.
Okay.
You ask that when you converse with her the first time.
Right.
Because imagine you end up on a date with her and she's got a man. Get me? So you ask her this before you even get there. You ask her when you speak to her in person, yo, have you got a man? Where's your father from? And nowadays, asking have you got a man, that don't even cut it no more. You have to ask them, when last have you had sex? That's what you need to ask. Because they'll tell you that they ain't got a man, but then they had sex 2 days ago.
God.
They'll tell you they ain't got a man, but then they had sex 1 hour ago. So you have to ask them, like, are you single?
Right.
There's like with single, there's like 10 different levels of single.
Right.
You have to make sure she's. I'm telling you,
every level, God.
Every level of single. Because there's some I'm single but I'm having sex with someone. There's some I'm single but I'm speaking to somebody. There's some I'm single but I'm dating somebody. So it seems like you have to get to the bottom of single.
Right.
But I'm thinking, shit, the most important question on a first date. I think what you have to do is, you usually what I would say is, observe them and just listen to how they speak and what they say. You have to kind of observe. You kind of have to ask questions like, so if you had a child and your child wanted to be gay, what do you think? What would you say?
God.
And then see what they say. If they say, oh well, it's their choice, then you know, okay, this is going to be the first date and the last one. You kind of know. You say, so what do you think about child support? And you say, so your previous partner, what happened between you two? And then just listen to how she speaks about him. And then how evil she speaks about him is how evil she's going to speak about you.
That's right.
If she's got children and she speaks about him evil and puts him on child support and all of those kind of things, she's going to speak evil about you the same way. So you usually with most people, men and women, you can kind of work out what you need to know about them within the first 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes, you can kind of usually work out someone else. Lucky, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd probably ask. I like questions like what do you think about feminism, or do you believe are you able to be submissive to a man? Because a lot of these women they're too lost in the sauce, man. That feminism got them acting crazy, bro.
Right. Sure, I pass it. Are you biologically female?
God, that is an important question these days.
Listen, I'm asking that shit before I get to the first date.
Right.
Imagine you're sitting up in some restaurant and this is some transgender. Good night. Imagine that.
Good night.
Imagine that. Sitting up in some restaurant and it's Ricochet with a wig, so lucky. Listen, ask that shit before you get there, so lucky.
No, that's crazy.
What you have to do is observe. Like usually, you can usually tell if someone speaks. Now, if someone's just speaking the truth, and then you have someone that speaks evil about someone, he was this, he was that. Usually, ask, so why did you break up with your last partner? And then you can ask, why did you break up with your last partner? And then guess what happens? Then you find out why she's gonna break up with you.
Right.
Usually you can see why she's gonna break up with you on that very first date. I broke up with him because he didn't want to spend money on me. Then this ain't gonna last because you're not planning to spend a ton of money.
Right.
Why did you break up with your last partner? Because he didn't like the way I dressed. He told me I'm showing too much skin. Then she's gonna break up with me for the same thing.
Right.
Well, sometimes you just listen and observe. So why did you break up with your last partner? He was controlling in what kind of way?
Right.
He wanted to know where I was going. He told me I couldn't dress like that. And then you're sitting there thinking, damn, well, I'm going to be telling you where you can go. And I'm going to be telling you can't dress like that. And then you'll see she's going to break up with you for the same thing.
Right.
And that's why usually it's good in them things. You ask you questions and you listen. Don't even let her know your opinion. You just take notes. And then from there, you will know if this is worth a second date or not. Straight away, if she broke up with him because he didn't like the way she dresses, you just be like, so how do you dress?
Right.
And when she shows you, just understand if you plan to make this your wife, she's going to dress like a whore. And guess what she's going to say? Well, when you met me, this attracted you to me. When you see me in the club, I was dressed like this and that's what attracted you. Now you don't want me to dress like this no more. So sometimes it's kind of a rough one. It's kind of a rough one.
This is a quite good point. You got to check the social media, check the Facebook, the Instagram, because women, for some reason, they can't help but post their entire life on social media. Every passing thought, every day they wear some crazy clothes. They just can't help it.
Right.
You can see what type of woman you're getting into right there, man.
Right. You can see how often she's drunk, falling around on the streets. You can see all of those kind of stuff. You can see her in real time, and damn, that Instagram will let you know. That Instagram will let you know to dodge a bullet.
That's right.
Who she follows on Instagram. She follows that guy on Instagram. I think I'll give it a miss.
Right.
All of those kind of things. She follows this. She does this in her spare time. She does this. Like, ask her, so what's your hobbies? What do you like to do in your spare time? And then those kind of things will let you know.
And so like sometimes that snap score off rip, if that is just too high, you already know what the situation is, man.
If that snap score's looking over 10,000, 20,000, the body count's probably the same. So lucky. All them snaps she's posted of her breast out, behind out.
Right.
She ain't posted Bible scriptures on there.
That's right.
Her snap score ain't high because she's posting Bible scriptures. She's posting cooking recipes and cleaning tips. She's posting the half naked pictures all over the net. So checking Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, all of those things is important. That way you will kind of know who you're dealing with.
Right.
We got anything else?
We got let's see. A schoolboy put in isolation for the haircut.
What else we got?
We got a video on during a robbery.
Give me that one, Salakia. How did I forget that one?
I'll play this right here.
I think rewind because it kind of froze.
Come on. Dipped. That's crazy. Look at you walking back to the end. Nah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
This man. So some guys came to rob them. This man ran off and left his wife, man.
Right.
Imagine this is what you get when you marry a man that only wants one woman, man. That man that's scared to have multiple wives, and the man, listen, that's what you get. You end up with a man like this.
Right.
Now, is it wrong for a man to only want one wife? No, it's not. But this man's a coward, man. You're meant to love your wife. Imagine a guarantee here, this man's only woman, and he can't even protect her, man. You better get one of them warriors in the UPK, man, who would have turned that moped upside down, man. If anything, we would have took the moped to Lakia. We ain't gonna come up and we're gonna run off and leave our wives.
Right.
We ain't gonna run up and leave our wives, man. The Bible says what? You're supposed to die for your wives. Get me that one. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 25.
Ephesians. Book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 25. Husbands, love your wives. Even as husbands, love your wives.
The Bible says, husbands, love your wives, man. If you love your wife, you're willing to kill and die for her, man. You ain't gonna run off and leave her in harm's way. I wish a nigga would try to do this when I'm with my wife. It's not gonna happen, man. It ain't gonna happen. You know why it's not gonna happen? Because I'm not Beres Ford, Salakia.
That's right.
I'm not real Israelite, Salakia. That's why it's not gonna happen, man. I ain't gonna run like this man right here. Go ahead.
Khan. Even as Christ also loved the church.
Even as Christ also loved the school, man. He died for it, man. It's like, go ahead.
Khan. And gave himself for it.
And did what?
And gave himself for it.
And you as a husband, you're supposed to give yourself for your wife, man. If someone breaks into that house, you're supposed to die before she does, man. Listen, if someone comes to harm your wife, guess what's supposed to happen? You're supposed to die protecting her. If they kill her, it's because you're supposed to die first, man. Listen, you're meant to love your wife and protect your wife. Don't leave your wife in harm's way, man.
Right.
That's the wrong thing to do. And this is why it's very important with which women you marry, because why? You're supposed to kill and die for your wife. Now imagine if you're just married to some woman that you couldn't care about. You're gonna let her die, man. And it's against the scriptures to let her die. Because why? You're meant to protect her, man. That's why the Bible says, love your wives. Now, if you ain't willing to die for this woman, then don't marry her, man. If you ain't willing to die for her, you don't marry her. Because when hard times come, you have to be willing to lose your life. And this is why, as a sister, you should take care of your husband, man. Because when things like this happens, he's going to take care of you. You should cook for that man and listen and obey that man's orders, man. Because when someone breaks into that house, guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? He's going to die first, man. Or he's going to kill to save you.
Right.
Imagine you're calling that man, Nicky, you ain't shit, this and that. Why would he want to die for you?
That's right.
This is the thing, man. You obey that man. Why? Because when hard times come, this man's going to protect you, man. He's going to give his life for you. Go ahead.
Khan. Therefore, Salakia. Gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
And go ahead. And that was talking about the school, meaning what? Christ died for these brothers so he could cleanse them, and they could change their life. And listen, you have to die for your wife. Why? You have to die for your wife. Why? Because this is your wife, and you're supposed to love her, man.
Right.
You're supposed to love her. And if you love her, this is what you would do. You'll die for her. And this is why, as a woman, you should love your husband, man. Because why? If you've got a man up in here, your man is a warrior, man. If you've got a man up in here, your man is a warrior, gone through Hebrew Academy, all of those kind of things, man. Let me get Isaiah 4. So I can chime in. You got any chime in when you're ready?
I don't really have anything to say. I think you hit it on point. But yeah, you absolutely cannot be a coward, man.
Right.
If you have a woman, you better be willing to die for that woman. If not, again, as you said, don't marry. Don't marry anything until don't commit yourself to anything until you're ready to die for it. Whether it be the truth, a woman, don't commit yourself to the ISUPK if you're not willing to die for it.
Right.
Don't commit yourself to any woman if you're not willing to die for her, man. You gotta be a man of morals, of honor. You gotta stand on what you believe in, man.
Right.
If not, then
go ahead.
I was gonna say, if not, then you'll just fold, man. If not, you'll whip your head like that GOCC leader, and you'll turn running like this, like this kid right here, man. So like, yeah, go ahead.
And imagine you didn't protect your wife, you ran off. How do you look your wife in her eye afterwards when she knows you're a coward, man? How do you give your wife an order after this and expect her to respect you, man?
Come on.
How do you expect her to respect you when you're a coward that ran for his life, man?
Right.
Listen, man. Don't do that. So lucky, give me Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. This is us in the ISUPK, man. And listen, one of them fake Israelites called us thugs earlier, and this is why those men that bully you would never try this with us.
Right.
They know we're warriors, man. You know we're a warrior. That's why you called us thugs.
That's
because
right.
you ain't never seen masculine men like this, man.
Right.
Whereas them men on that motorcycle would know not to approach us, man.
God.
Whereas they would approach you. They would approach you with your little fringe t-shirt, man.
That's right.
They will blood up your fringe t-shirt, man. That's what they'll do, man. They'll beat you up on the street. That ain't happening to us, man. The warriors up in here. So lucky, go ahead.
Khan. Book of Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
Listen, the day is coming when a woman's going to know she needs a warrior, man. She's going to know the men she's been messing about with ain't real men. She's going to know when it comes time for a robbery, her man's going to run off and leave her, man. And she's going to say, you know what? All these men out here are weak cowards. Let me go get a strong man. But I know if I get this strong man, other women want this strong man also because he's rare and more precious than gold.
That's right.
She knows every woman's going to want this warrior because this man's strong. He protects families. He protects houses. He's disciplined. He does all these things. And she knows other women are going to want this man too. So she knows, let me cleave onto this man because then I'm safe. Because if any harm comes, this man's going to come and handle it. The day's coming when women ain't going to want cowards no more, man.
That's right.
The day's coming when women is going to see men for who they really are, that some men are soft, and that's not who they want to align themselves with. So, Lucky, go ahead.
Khan. 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread.
And they're going to say, we're going to prepare our own food, man.
Right.
Don't worry, man. We don't need we don't need your money. We'll eat our own bread. We don't need your money. We don't need none of this. We don't need what women wanted back in the world. We don't need you to be a rich man. We don't need you to be wealthy and have a Mercedes and all of those things. They're going to say we're going to eat our own bread, meaning they're going to make their own money. Go ahead. And not live off your bank book. Not trying to do you like Hakeem, his wife. Go ahead.
Right. And wear our own apparel.
And they're going to buy their own clothes, man. They're not going to be asking you to buy them expensive handbags, expensive dresses, Birkins. Because in that day, a Birkin ain't going to mean nothing, man. In that day, once chaos starts to happen and 999 don't work no more, women's going to know the only thing protecting that house is a warrior, man. Nowadays, you got 999 and the white man. Soon, 999 is going to be shut off and it's not going to work.
That's right.
Already now, the police is taking 2-3 hours to come out.
Come on.
Already now, they're taking 2-3 hours to come out. And in that day, listen, man, go ahead.
Saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name.
Saying what?
only let us be called by thy name.
Listen, man. Once chaos starts to hit and everything, women are gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna find Alban and need to be called by his name, man.
Right.
They're gonna say, yo, what happened in Ukraine? Them soldiers and people's raping all the women, man, that didn't have a husband, was harming all the women. Now imagine there's a woman in the city and a man looks at her and she says, I'm the wife of Alban. That man has to go walk the opposite way, man.
Right.
Why? Because they're gonna hear that name and tremble, man.
That's
and
right.
this is why you need to get a strong man, a warrior. She had a warrior, them men wouldn't pull up to her on the moped. They'd have pulled up on the moped and that man would have stood strong and they wouldn't have took nothing. He would have protected his wife. He would have said to his wife, don't worry, go in the shop, I got this. He would have said, you go sit down at the bar, I got this. And handled it, man. Is there any more on that or that about it?
That's about it, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Anything you want to say on it?
The last bit is, sorry, there's one more bit. It says, to take away our reproach.
To take away our reproach, man. You're shame of not having a man and you're shame of it's wartime and there's no one to protect you. You're going to say, you know what? I need me a warrior, man.
Right.
You find the warriors in the ISUPK, man. You can find the warriors at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW, man. You can find the warriors there. 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. Any more in that?
But I was going to say on the video, you know, this is why, you know, the real Israelite will call us a thug for having guns in ISUPK in America. But this is why we have guns, man. We have guns so we can protect. We can protect each other.
Right.
So no one's going to pull a gun on us and we can't do nothing to protect ourselves, man. We are ready for war. We are ready to protect. And when it's time, when Christ comes to crack that sky, we're ready to, you know, do what needs to be done.
So, lucky disclaimer: we don't have guns in the UK for these fake Israelites.
We don't have guns in the UK.
Thinking we got weapons. Listen, man.
Right, but we've been through Hebrew Academy. We know.
Real Israelite will get your house. Real Israelite will get your house raided.
Right.
We'll be on the phone to 999.
God.
One day he's gonna phone 999. He's gonna be shot off, man. So lucky.
Right. God. We ain't got guns in the UK, but we know how to handle ourselves. When we go for the training, we know what to do. So we don't end up like this. I don't know if you could call him a man anymore. This person here who abandoned his wife, man.
How does his wife look him in the eyes after this, man?
Right, he wants to walk back towards us. So like, he should have just kept running at that point.
Yeah, he should have ran and never showed his face again.
It's over.
Just ran and never came back. So lucky.
You gotta run right to the mirror and look at yourself. Just call yourself a bitch and move on, bro.
That's it. He should have ran and never came back.
Right.
Like, how do you look her in the face and say, "What, honey, I was scared"? Is that you're supposed to say? Are you meant to say, "Baby, I was scared"?
Right.
She stood more strong than he did, man. And it's a shame, man. So lucky, but we got anything else?
God.
Oh yeah, let's get the last one.
Let's see. We have the UK government on the handing out free vapes, and we have staff could sue employers if customers offend them. And then
we might have to hold them two till next week. Give me the audio one with the Tory MP.
Come on. Let me get that open. Okay, sure. Ooh-wee. Oh boy.
This is
nothing wrong with skin colour at all. I think all white men should have a black man as a slave or a black woman as a slave. You know, there's nothing wrong with skin colour. It's just they're a lower class than that's white people, you know.
Right.
Damn. What did he say? Go ahead.
He said he has, you know, he doesn't see anything wrong with the skin color. He just thinks all white men should have a black male slave or a woman slave. They're just lower class. And this is a Tory MP. This is why the Bible says never trust your enemies.
Right.
Don't think that it's 2023 and this oppressor has changed. Boris Johnson called us pickaninnies. David Cameron said he should build more prisons instead of making reparations. This Tory MP said all white men should own a black slave, man. We're lower class. And you think that's gone? This is the same. They're still teaching that to this day. Ain't nothing
This
changed.
is a
Ain't
recent
nothing
clip.
done.
Damn.
Right. It's just, you know, now they have to get caught. They ain't doing it outright. Now they got caught doing it.
Right.
It's like, I'm gonna run this back one more time. Let's get what he said, because he kind of.
Nothing wrong with the skin colour at all. I think all white men should have a black man as a slave or a black woman as a slave. You know, it's nothing wrong with skin colour. It's just they're a lower class than that's white people. You know.
He said it like he was stating the obvious. He's like, you know, this is what we've been saying.
Like it's normal.
Right.
Damn. And you know what makes this more crazy? What makes this more crazy? Earlier, Beresford told me not to abhor an Edomite, man.
Right.
And look at what this devil just said. Beresford, what is your thoughts on this?
Right.
Play that clip one more time. Beresford, what is your thoughts on this? How about you tell this white man not to abhor black people, man?
That's
Why don't you tell him that? Play this one more time for Beresford.
Can't.
Nothing wrong with the skin colour at all. I think all white men should have a black man as a slave or a black woman as a slave. You know, it's nothing wrong with skin colour. It's just they're a lower class than that's white people. You know.
Listen, Beresford, what do you think on that? I need to hear what you think on that, because earlier you told me not to abhor an Edomite, man.
Right.
Which means to do harm unjustly. We don't harm them unjustly. Now, what do you think about that? The white man said, Slacky, play that one more time.
Can't.
Nothing wrong with the skin colour at all. I think all white men should have a black man as a slave or a black woman as a slave. You know, it's nothing wrong with skin colour. It's just
he said all white men should have a black woman or a black man as a slave, man. He said it's normal, it happens. Hold on, is it jumping? Era Alban, you still there?
Khan is jumping a bit. I'm a refresh, but I'm not sure if it will stop my
No, sorry. We probably can leave the video here.
Okay, I'll be back in a moment, sir.
All right, no, sir. We're just gonna try. We're just gonna try. Oh, is it back?
Khan, yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Khan, come on, sir.
Is the video gonna play, or is it?
Let me see. I'll show it again.
A man said, "There's nothing wrong with owning a black man and a black woman as a slave." Imagine we out here fighting for black people, and people come here and tell us we must love the oppressor. Listen, after this, how do you expect me to love him? I was trying, Slakia. I was trying. Beresford, I was trying to take your word for it. I was trying, and then this came up. I was trying to love that person. This came up, and then now I realize this is why I never trust thine enemy, man.
That's right.
Because now he's saying there's nothing wrong with black people being in slavery again, man. Beresford, for you, I tried, and this is why I'm going to stop trying now. Slakia. Go ahead, you can play it.
Can't. It's just dropped it for some reason.
Is it still frozen?
There you go.
Nothing wrong with the skin colour at all. I think all white men should have a black man as a slave or a black woman as a slave. You know, it's nothing wrong with skin colour. It's just they're a lower class than that's white people. You know.
He said we're lower class. He said they're lower class than us white people.
Right.
If I could get one scripture, give me Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21.
Can't. The book of Isaiah chapter 14. Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Do what?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
And because these devils is racist, in here we preparing slaughter for their children, man. Don't tell me about don't abhor an Edomite. The Bible tells me prepare slaughter for their children, man.
That's right.
And we're going to prepare slaughter for their children, man. We ain't going to sit in no feast days with them. We ain't going to hold hands with them and say this one's different. we're gonna prepare slaughter for their children, like the Bible says, man. Because why? This man's preparing to put our children in slavery.
That's right.
This man said there's nothing wrong with black men and black women being in slavery. So we're gonna do what? Prepare slaughter for their children. Go ahead.
Khan. For the iniquity of their fathers.
For what?
For the iniquity of their fathers.
So those little cute white babies that you think is cute and innocent, we're preparing slaughter for them for the iniquity of their fathers, man. Listen, them slave masters that killed my ancestors, and these little white babies who is born today into generational wealth, who you think is so cute with the ginger hair and the blue eyes, we're preparing slaughter for them, man. Right. For the iniquities of their fathers. You see those little white babies and you think they got a cute smile? We're preparing slaughter for them for the iniquities of their fathers, man. The crimes that their fathers committed, these children have to pay for it, man. Because why? They've had a life of luxury, and my people's had a life of disgust and a horrible life, man. My people's been oppressed and battered and bruised. My people's been walked on all over, man. Imagine we've been a stepping stone for them, man. Imagine we've lied down and they've stepped over us. We've lied down in order for their children to stand up, man. We've had to lie down so their children can stand up. That's right. And now we're going to prepare slaughter for their children, for the iniquities of their fathers, man. We're waking up to who we are, and we're preparing that slaughter every single day, man. We're preparing that slaughter. So, Lucky, go ahead.
Khan. That they do not rise, nor possess the land.
That they do not rise, man. Listen, all this stuff they got now, don't worry. This is their last rulership, man.
That's right.
They better enjoy this rulership. They better enjoy this rulership. They better max out them credit cards and live the best life they ever could, man. They better go everywhere they can. They better travel the world, go on vacation, go on holiday, buy your kids everything they desire, get your kids everything they want. You know why? Because this is your last bit of rulership, and it's coming to an end, man. Your rulership comes to an end. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth, man. And this devil, he's going to realize that he's not above us, man. He's going to realize he's not above us. He's going to realize that he's beneath us. And Beres, you gone quiet, man.
That's right.
I think Beres just hates black people.
Right.
Now, when the white man said black people should be slaves, I didn't hear Beres condemn him or anything. I didn't hear him come against him. But with us, play it one more time just for disgusting Beres. Lucky.
Can't.
Nothing wrong with the skin colour at all. I think all white men should have a black man as a slave or a black woman as a slave. You know, it's nothing wrong with skin colour. It's just they're a lower class than us white people, you know.
And this man says TORY MP on the investigation after saying all white men should have a black slave in a racist audio clip, which means he truly believes this in his heart, man.
That's right.
He believes he should have a black slave. I believe I should have a white slave. Give me Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17 so I can read about me having a white slave.
That's right.
Because I believe in my heart that black people are better than white people, and I deserve a white slave. And that's biblical.
Slacky. Which one is it? Isaiah 45 and 17?
Yeah, Con.
Is it the one, is it he that leadeth into captivity?
What
different one?
It should be. Hold on.
Let me see.
No. Try Isaiah 45 and verse 1.
Isaiah
I believe it might be verse 1.
Verse 17 reads, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
Hold on. What's the one where it says they shall take them to their place?
Take them to their place.
I think it might be Isaiah 14. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, Isaiah 14 and 1.
Yeah, that's 14 and 1. Come on. Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and
the Lord's going to have mercy on Jacob, man. Because this world has no mercy on blacks and Hispanics, man.
That's right.
The Lord is going to have mercy on us, and we need that mercy. Because if the Lord didn't have mercy on us, guess what would happen? We would be this Tory man's slave, man.
Right.
We would just be black men slaves and black women slaves if the Lord didn't have mercy upon us. Go ahead.
And will yet choose Israel.
And the Lord's choosing us only, man. Will yet choose Israel. Go ahead.
Khan. And the strangers, and set them in their own land.
Go ahead.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they
And
shall
the what? The
cleave to
strangers
the
shall
house
be
of
joined
Jacob.
with them, and they're going to cleave to us. Go ahead.
Khan. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them.
Wait, the house of Israel what?
Shall possess them.
Listen, man, we're gonna have white slaves, man.
That's right.
Because the house of Israel shall possess them. When you possess something, you own it. And we're gonna have white slaves, man. Go ahead.
In the land of the Lord.
In the land of the Lord, we're gonna possess them in the land of Israel, man. There's gonna be white slaves in our holy land, man.
That's right.
It's gonna be holy, and we're gonna have white slaves in that holy land, man. Them white slaves is gonna be pulling the cart. The white slaves is going to be running like the horse pulling the cart, man.
Right.
In the land of Israel. And the Lord said we're going to possess slaves. It's in the Bible. So like you read on.
For servants and handmaids. For servants and handmaids.
Listen, man, you devils you're gonna hate to serve under me, Salakia.
That's right.
You're gonna hate serving under me. You're gonna hear that whip cracky like you're gonna be sleeping and hear me practicing with the whip.
Right.
You're going to be sleeping. You're going to get, listen, the alarm clock's going to be me swinging the whip. So lucky. The alarm clock ain't going to be the alarm where you push the button on the top. The alarm clock is going to be the whip, man. Go ahead.
Khan. And they shall take them captives.
And they shall what?
And they shall take them captives.
Verse 4, don't abhor Edomite. They shall do what?
And they shall take them captives.
We're going to take them captive, man. They took us captive, and now we're going to take them captive, man.
Right.
And it's not going to be nice, man. Put up Beresford's comment.
Is it this one?
What did he say? Yes, there will be slaves in the kingdom to come, but it says white people will be following the law too under the Israelites, but we're going to show them how to rule righteously in the kingdom to come. Listen, man, you're making out like they're going to follow the law off of their own will. They're going to follow the law because if not, they're going to die if they don't.
That's right.
The same way you follow the laws of this land, the same way you follow the slave master's laws, it wasn't because you wanted to, you had to.
Right.
They're gonna follow the laws of God. Why? Because they have to, and if not, they're gonna die if they don't. Look at him making out like it's just some joint servitude, like everyone's gonna get along hand in hand. Varys, it doesn't work like that, man. Go to his next comment.
And Salaki, if I could,
go ahead.
And we are gonna show them how to rule righteously. Right. When we have them as servants, when they had us as servants, they were raping our women, raping the men, feeding the children to alligators. When we roll over them, they're going to receive their judgment, but we're going to do it according to our law. We're going to do it according to how our king tells us to deal with them and how to judge them for their sins.
Right. And now here he said the white people in our, I think he meant body, the white people in our body have accepted that fact too. Now what he's saying is, the Edomites in his fake Israelite group have accepted that they're going to be slaves. Listen, that don't make no sense. Read that verse one time again where it says, shall take them captive.
Khan. And they shall take them captives.
No, they're going to come freely.
And they shall take them captives.
No, they've accepted the fact they're going to come freely.
And they shall take them captives.
It doesn't say they're going to come freely. It said they shall take them captive, man. Now, if someone comes freely, then you're not taking them captive. They're coming off their own will. This says shall take them captive. Are you able to pull me up the definition of captive?
Khan.
Barris, let's see the definition of captive.
Captive. Let's see. Definition.
Let's look up the definition of captive.
Captive. A person who has been taken prisoner.
Wait, what's a captive?
A person who has been taken prisoner.
Listen, they're going to be taken prisoner, man. Don't tell me like it's some joint servitude. The Bible says, and shall take them captive. Listen, I hope you're writing these down so when you go to church on Sunday, you can ask, man. You can ask, what does this precept mean? It says, and shall take them captive, man. Listen, these Tory leaders want to take us captive, and it's only right we return the favor, man. We're going to take them captive. And it says in the Bible, we're going to take them captive. A captive is a prisoner. A captive ain't someone who comes off their own free will. They've accepted it. Accepted what? Listen, man. Whether they accept it or not, they're getting taken captive. So, lucky. Is there any more on that?
Khan. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were.
Whose what?
Whose captives they were.
Now, was we there freely? No. They took us captive. And it says, they shall take them captive whose captives they were.
That's right.
People took us captive. And now it's time for them to be our captives. And it's just how it goes, man.
That's
reward her double, the Bible says, man.
Right.
They rewarded us evil. The Bible says reward her double, man. They took us captive. We're taking them captives, man. And they've got no choice. Is there any more on that?
Khan. And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they shall what?
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they shall what?
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And it says, and they shall rule over their oppressors, man.
That's right.
We're going to rule over that man that said we're beneath them. God didn't say that. God said we're going to rule over them, man. We're going to be above them, and they're going to be beneath us, and they're going to be picking cotton, and they're going to be getting beat, and they're going to have to do work, man. They're going to have to work how we worked, man. And it's going to be righteous rulership, man. You're going to see black men in power how it's supposed to be. These other races is going to love it. They're going to be like, you know what? Since these black people's been ruling, that the earth can rest when it's supposed to, man. The earth can enjoy its Sabbaths. The earth can rest. All of those things. Under these nations, you're eating GMO and all of this nonsense, and they have to make GMO. Why? Because the ground doesn't yield to them because they don't make it rest, man. You're meant to work the earth 6 years and let it rest for a year, man. On the 7th, these other nations don't understand that. When we rule, they're going to learn about farming and vegetation and all of these things. Go ahead.
I think that's it on that. I'm reading on. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
And the Lord's going to give us rest, man. These oppressors been stressing us. Our rest is coming.
Right.
You anything you want to say before we log out?
I just want to say, just for real Israelite, if you're an Israelite, just put on your all black, stop commenting on the videos, and just contact the school, man. If you want to learn something, if you want to actually understand the Bible and be able to break something down, you contact the ISUPK, man. Don't speak to a priest as if you know something.
Right.
That's all I had to say.
Right. And with that, I can't even remember which episode it is, so lucky, forgive me.
I believe it's 126.
It's 126 now.
Can't.
This is episode 126. On the ends, give it a hand. Listen, we'll be here. We have classes all throughout the week, Monday to Friday. Come on down to the next feast day, May 29th, which is the Feast of First Fruits. And with that, we say shalom. We're going to play some songs and then we're gone. All right, shalom. Let me find the one I want.
Shalom on Christ.
Shalom on Christ. Let me find the one I want. Where is it? Hold on.
No time, man, shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is, you understand? We broads.
King Ty really one of the realest. I survived drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And we all ready to die in a minute. One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas spend it. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I could do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever. Pull off in the Jetta. Curvy, she on me, you sweater. My feel like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Haters so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking a cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let the music blast on a calm day. Break the Glock down into 3 parts. Put the 3 together like Menage. Just like Bombay with my enclave, got my mind made, ain't no time waste. No. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place, getting violated.
Hey, listen. I already told these niggas. You understand? I call up King Ty. He say, what's up? I say, what's good, my lord? Listen, he like, listen. These niggas ain't ready for none of this. You understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't one West, he ain't got it on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like rubber man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talk to my jaw like the sun is set. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut sending you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you type physical too. So y'all be rhyming the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue. They hold up ones and them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable. If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the boss, then we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year.
Already told.
Keep talking that trash, I have a car, come kick your ass in.
Already know.
Your jaw like glassware. We pull up, not rocking no mask there. Don't care if you spot us, you know how you got us. It's over, you saying your last prayer.
Boy.
Let's have fun with it.
Uh-oh, stepped up on the scene, catching that.
Yeah. Hey, Cat. What's wrong with these niggas, man? First off, no need to go back and forth with the scriptures, cause every time you niggas talk, y'all just proving you wicked. Really? See, the UPK name was mentioned by some Israelite group who called a leader a bishop. Really? And what I'm stating is all facts, you lost that. UPK, that's them hard cats. Cross that, said the shield of David was Molech. Stop that, hope you told Esau that when you got your cop badge. Hypocrites, that's that shit we don't like. Fraud niggas, that's that shit we don't like. Come on, man, you Tom Clancy niggas cause division. Bunch of wicked ass niggas in your spirit bear witness. That's what's wrong with you boys, let a man check you. Foot on they neck, applying all this damn pressure. No regard for the black lives the clan gathered. That's the shows how you feel about your ancestors. If you really in these streets, where your teachings at? If you really men of war, where your mitri at? Brotherhood and loyalty, is you teaching that? Pharisees and heresies, you teaching that? When it comes to a check, you niggas turn into Judas. How you speak against the beast, then go join with they movement? You can't lock a brother up cause he don't know what the truth is. Talking about building a nation, you helping us lose it. See, now y'all niggas see why we don't link up with no squad. The more you niggas teach is the reason you show why. The day you left us was the day that your soul died. The Lord named Yahweh, why you calling him Unyah? It ain't come from the prophets, then you know that it's all lies. The general held on, nigga, he never jumped side. And y'all see everything we do for the 12 tribes. We see the shit you niggas do when doves cry. Y'all hated rank, now y'all copy our style. Shit, we heard about your video, seen it and smile. Now it's time to set the record straight. We coming for Nate, dog, let's regulate. Motherfucker, we hit him up.
War. Why you suckers is fellowshipping? Fucking Christians, why would you ever consider dissing? Nigga, listen, you'll never last in all division. That UPK warhead launching is never missing. Officer down, I'ma start to offer you clowns. How you talking tough in your church offering gown? Y'all just a cheap imitation. These niggas hating. Wanna be us so bad as humiliating. Making diss tracks using indirect statements. IUICPD on location. Lying to their faces. Lying in your convo. Putting cases on everybody, Nate like Alonzo. UPK the big dog, rest of y'all just pups. We about to separate purebred from mutts. Y'all days is up, y'all gay as fuck. You say you got the truth, but the truth is you suck. Y'all should stick to lying, cause rapping ain't where you want go. You took your shot, got blocked, not today like Matumbo. Holding came with Columbo, UPK do a jumbo. Can't beat us with the scriptures, rapping not in the rumble. Y'all second class, y'all wouldn't last in the jungle. You dealing with the predators, wearing purpley regular. IUIC so peeved, they irrelevant. Your track so corny, I'm doing this for the hell of it. Just to be clear, I don't give a fuck like I'm celibate. Got your bitches singing Chief Keef, y'all so delicate. Then you try to pick up a mic, that ain't intelligent. And if you talking numbers, you ain't fucking with us, they either. Cause every one of ours, we're 3 or 4 of you divas. You hard as a Justin Bieber, we hot as a fucking fever. You should join the trooper program, you starving for a leader. UPK will make y'all men, we do a lot of charity, so we'll take y'all in. Show you how to be a soldier, and to keep them hoes in their place. But to be honest, I'd rather punch them dead in their face. Kinda curious what color red and purple make now. chance. None of them punches was even landing. IUIC get slapped open-handed. Whole squad must be gay to follow a faggot. When we saw your weakness, know we had to attack it. Cross that line, now you suckers gon' learn a lesson. I ain't taking shit from no pussies in purple dresses.
Kaboom! Warlord in the building! I kill these motherfucking niggas and I kill them! Hey, chill out!
You stepping in the ring with the world champs. None of them punches was even landing. IUIC get slapped open-handed. Whole squad must be gay to follow a faggot. When we saw your weakness, know we had to attack it. Cross that line, now you suckers gon' learn a lesson. I ain't taking shit from no pussies in purple dresses, purple blouses. I know them bitches running your houses. I see you worship women, I know who wearing the trousers. Really, I prefer that we take it straight to the warfare. What we doing here? Folding y'all like a lawn chair. It's the wrong year. Betting y'all get the point clear. Squad too soft to beef with true bosses. You can thank the general sending you all these losses. Then you go to Ghana, so far from Americana, so you can get them little boys naked in their cabana. I see what Purple Rain and Bambada they got in common. They ever touch my kids, I'ma bury them, never find them. Next time, better watch your mouth and watch your rhyming. Never mention general, direct or subliminal. You gon' need more than them cops to come defending you. Better get the FBI, the military, GMS on PMS, polite SETI. The whole conscious community come together in unity. Still won't be enough in between to protect you from me. Now, is we finished or we done? One West where I'm from, when you see us better run. I ain't put my all in this verse, I'm having fun. And what make it even worse for you cowards, it just begun. Fuck it, I can do this shit forever. Purple started raining, I'm coming with an umbrella. I'm coming with a vendetta. We go to war like wherever. IUIC in the ICU.